Nashville, Tennessee's music industry involves a lot more than the superstars you see in the headlines. There are countless unsung talented musical heroes out there trying to make a living too. In fact, I want you to meet a couple who enjoy making music together, as well as the instruments they use to make it. Jennifer Halenar and Randy Hunt are a couple, and they make music together. Nothing strange about that. They live in Nashville after all. But in addition to playing these ageless instruments, their passion is also building them.
And I didn't know if I was going to enjoy making violins. I was just like, I need to try this, and I'll make one and see what I think. And I loved it, and I still play it.
I always thought it would be really cool to make a bass. I just thought it was such a mystery and beyond my capabilities. But once I started repairing them, setting them up, and learning more about them, then I realized I could do it.
For Randy and Jennifer, it's a life immersed in violins and basses. And to sustain that life, they teach lessons, play a few gigs, along with repairing and restoring instruments for other musicians. However, the satisfaction of creating a timeless piece of wood and string craft work, well, that's a special rush of its own.
And when you get one completed and it's able to be heard and played, it's a great moment. I always kind of talk about it like it's a baby being born.
Size notwithstanding, the violin and bass share the same tuning, their shapes are similar, and making either one requires detailed planning, patience, and a lot of skill.
I've got my arching template, so I know the basic shape of an arch.
Jennifer's making a viola that started with a template from a finished instrument.
It's beautiful. So this has the double purfling with the fleur-de-lis, and I'll do that in the viola. And then on the other side is really not very pretty. You see that I use a plastic sign from Home Depot to make this. So whatever gets you by.
It takes just the right amount of heat to shape the thin strips of wood, usually maple. And getting each piece perfect is a gradual process at best.
A little more. Try to think really positively and put good juju into it when I'm making it. I talk sweetly to them. I don't like having negative energy around the instrument. I just don't want to put that into it, so I try to think positive thoughts.
For strength, Randy's installing a spruce bar on the inside of his bass using a centuries-old method.
And it helps provide structural support, and then also helps spread the vibrations along the length of the bass.
On each side of that bass bar, Randy will install a sound post.
And that transfers the sound from the back to the top. And this is very crucial to the sound. Any movement back and forth can affect the tone, and that's how you can adjust the tone of the instrument. Just about to the point where this is going to come out, you trim these blocks down, just like with the violin, shape them, take off some extra weight. A lot of people like to put the tops on first because you're going to cut the mortise for the neck, and it's easier to do that when the back's not off because you can go all the way through.
Meanwhile, Jennifer's ready to work on the top wood of her viola.
You go around with a washer that gives you your edge distance, about 2.5 millimeters, and you go around and you draw it. And then you have more of the shape of a real instrument. Fill out your corners the way you want those to look, and then you go take it to the bandsaw and you cut it out.
So what's it like being a music-minded couple working together day in and day out?
It's very helpful to be in a relationship with someone who's also a luthier. He understands, the amount of time it takes, the patience that it takes.
Oh, it's great. I mean, she's a constant source of inspiration for me. So watching her, that's helped me really keep on track with making my bass, and she's taught me a lot.
And of course, there are occasional music breaks, sometimes with a little levity thrown in.
Don't go in the water.
Jennifer and Randy share the same passion of playing, restoring, and building instruments of fine music. And together, well, they seem to enjoy a rare harmony in life as well as in song.